I'm sure you've all seen the news lately. Young boys are drifting in the streets, the police are chasing after them, and over time this has led to more chaos, more accidents, and more risk to innocent lives like you and I.
3 years ago, I made a video on Gambia's drift culture in Kartong with the Gamdelkos, and they all said the same thing. Give us a legal space to drift in a controlled environment. Some say that's misplaced priorities since our hospitals don't even have beds or medicine. But that's exactly why drifting needs to be controlled. We can't afford more accidents sending people to hospitals that are already under-equipped.
I know it's unfortunate, innocent lives are being lost, futures are being ruined because of just this obsession with cars. And then, in a country where majority of your population are youth, you cannot just afford to push these things under the rug or sideline them and let them. You cannot afford to do that. The majority of your population are youth and they love these things. And then also the youth, they need an outlet, right? Actually, you don't have a choice but to work with the youth, huh? And me, I'm a car enthusiast, right? I love motorsports. Even though I don't drift, I don't even know how to, but I love to watch these boys, in their elements do these things, right? I even went all the way to Nigeria, right? In Abuja, just for that. I even spoke to Nigeria's drifting, and these are some of the things that he had to say about the motorsports in Africa and even in Gambia.
Because I used to be a street drifter then. I drift illegally on the street, but I saw that it wasn't moving the motorsport because always police would chase you, arrest you. So I was like, okay, why don't we make this professional? Get a space. Me and Captain Awa came up with a team, Drift Hunters. We started training in a private property. We started going for events. If I backflash to 5 years, it has grown very, very well because now there are cash prizes at events. Everybody is spending millions of naira. So it's growing. And I hope that it's going to grow bigger so our kids will actually enjoy the motorsport. Whenever you talk about motorsports, everybody just look at it with that mindset of spoiled kids sports. But actually in outside Africa, it's a major sport. Because when I went to Egypt, I was the only African there driving, like the only black guy from Nigeria driving. And I hope to see other African countries growing up. I'm proud of South Africa. We have Togo now coming up. Zimbabwe also. I think the only country left out right now is
Sierra Leone.
Yeah, Sierra Leone, Gambia. Basically, I always tell people it starts from the streets. Once you guys are done with the street and you have people that really want to support the sports, you leave the streets and make it legal. I don't know. I know Trans. Few years back when I spoke with him, he was telling me that the police are always chasing them on the street and all. Then I told him, why don't you get a proper permit and get a space where you train? The officials actually come to watch you guys because this is something that is done. People see it as if it's not, it's a simple sport, but it's not. You're gonna spend tons of money into the cars.
So the best thing to do instead of trying to fight or chase the boys or all usual things on social media, police would just say, you know what, now we'll do this is what we'll do. Let's say, for example, the Independence Stadium, right, the area where they do like the trade fair. Every weekend, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, go there from this time to this time. If you drift here, you have no problem. And now then you can pass some extreme laws if you like, right? Okay, if anyone is caught drifting in the streets, that car, now it automatically belongs to the government or it belongs to the police, something like that. Now the police can use that, paint it police, and then use it as a patrol car. And even add to that, right, the owner of that car, whoever the car is registered to, that person will pay $100,000, something like that. Let's just find solutions to things, right? It's better than all these things that we're doing.